Dr. Sulakhe, most engineering colleges already have traditional laboratories for practical learning. Do you think these labs are enough to prepare students for placements today? Traditional laboratories play a role, but they are not sufficient for placement preparation. Students perform experiments and complete practical exams as per curriculum. However, these activities do not build real world skills and confidence. Students follow instructions but do not develop problem solving ability. When they face interviews, they struggle to answer practical questions. This shows a clear gap between lab work and placement readiness. What is the core issue in traditional labs that prevents students from becoming job ready? Why do students fail to convert lab learning into practical skills for industry? The core issue is that traditional labs focus more on experiments than on skill building. Students follow predefined steps without understanding real applications. They complete records but do not gain hands on confidence. Learning becomes procedural rather than practical and problem oriented. Students rarely explore beyond the given instructions. This limits their ability to perform in real industry environments. What happens when students face real interviews or industry expectations after graduation? How does this gap between lab learning and real work impact their performance? Interviews, companies ask for practical knowledge and real problem solving ability. They expect students to operate machines and understand real systems. They also expect programming skills and application based thinking. Students hesitate because they lack sufficient practice and exposure. They are not confident in handling real tasks independently. This directly affects their chances of getting selected. What are the main limitations of traditional labs that institutes must understand today? Which factors reduce their effectiveness in building industry ready engineers? Traditional labs are limited by fixed experiments and predefined procedures. Students perform tasks once or twice, which is not enough for mastery. There is a minimal connection with real industry applications and challenges. Students do not get opportunities for independent practice. Fear of machines also restricts their confidence and exploration. These limitations reduce the overall impact of laboratory learning. What is the right approach to transform labs and improve placement outcomes for students? How can institutes shift from traditional labs to a more effective learning model? Institutes must transform traditional labs into skill based learning environments. Students should practice multiple times to build strong technical confidence. They should work on real world problems and industry based tasks. VR based, the VAR based, simulation tools should support learning before using actual machines. Continuous practice should become part of the learning process. This approach helps students become confident and placement ready. How does CADMEC support institutes in building these skill based laboratories effectively? What value do you provide to improve student skills and placement performance? At CADMEC, we focus on building complete future ready laboratory solutions. We integrate machines, VR, and desktop simulation tools, and structured training modules. Our approach ensures students learn through continuous hands on practice. We provide industry relevant tasks and learning frameworks. Faculty and students receive proper training for effective usage. This helps institutes improve both skills and placement results.